When I first got here, I am like, oh God, I don't like this place. But my family is close-knit. They don't like me being here, but I explained to them, I'm here because I live comfortably here. If I went to the States tomorrow, try to make a life there, wouldn't work. I mean, because the money I make, no, it's not the money, but the life I have here, I'm so comfortable. I have a great family, even with the 40,000 cousins and stuff, it's fine. And I wouldn't give it up for nothing.
More friendly, less, what's the environment here?
Oh my God, I love the Philippines and I love the Philippine people. They are not only more friendly, compared to the US, the violence here is much less. In the US, it's this big. Here, like this. When I went into the Army, they sent me to Germany. Had a good time, but you know what I was doing? Nothing good. Doing bad stuff. And I was a military policeman, so I had like privileges that none of the other guys had.
So this is Dan of Vagabond Awake, and we had the good fortune today of having Ray on our channel here. We met Ray just the other day, and he's been here for a bit. And welcome to Ray to the channel. Give me a handshake here, Ray.
Oh, sure. It's free.
So Ray, where are we now in the world?
Okay, we are in 𝐿��𝐿���𝐿���𝐿 City, the Philippines.
Yeah.
At the American Legion Post 4, and I am the post commander and also the veteran service officer, meaning I process claims for veterans that are filing, claims for compensation and such.
Great. Well, thank you for your service, Ray. So we thought Ray had an interesting story, and we wanted to have him on the channel so you guys could hear his story. So where are you from, Ray? Where in the world? Okay,
I am from Stamford, Connecticut. I went in the Army in 1968, got out in 71, but prior to that, I was a military brat. So my dad was in the Army for 28 years, so I've lived all over the world. And I've been to many places, including Paris, Germany, but the Philippines has been my favorite place.
Yes, we like to hear that. So you were stationed in Germany, you mentioned also.
Yeah, Bamberg, Germany. I was military police, and when I got out, I met this girl online, came to Manila, didn't like her when I got here, but now I have a beautiful wife. I've been with her for 8 years. We have 2 kids, and I'm never gonna leave. Okay.
And so how long have you been here?
I've been in 𝐿��𝐿�𝐿𝐿 for 8 years. I came here January 2014 when I retired from the VA. I was actually a VA employee.
Okay.
So I came here, and I've been here ever since. I've been a member of this post for 6.5 years. And I started as a service officer, helping people with claims and such. And now I'm the commander. So I've risen up in the ranks.
So when you first got here, and this is commonly known as Subic Bay,
yeah,
by most Americans.
Yes.
What did you think of it when you first got here?
When I first got here, I am like, oh God, I don't like this place. But I had a friend that retired 5 years before me. He came here, got married, and I was in Manila. I had been there for 3 weeks.
Right.
He invited me to come to 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 and spend a couple of days with him and his family. So I came down here, and I haven't left.
That's great. And so you met your wife here?
Yes.
That's great.
My wife used to work at SM in
the mall?
The market, yeah, the mall. And she was a meat cutter, I guess. I don't know what the title is, but I took her out of there, married her. Now we have 2 beautiful children, and we have 2 houses, and I'm happy as I can be.
That's great. And so did you always know that you'd like to live overseas, or were you thinking about at some point you'd go back to America? What are your thoughts about that?
No, actually, I went back to France in 2014 because I wanted to go back to where my father was stationed in Orleans, France, and see some of my older friends that I met when I was living there.
Right.
And I was gonna probably stay there. But after one day there and I saw how much it had changed, I go, no, this is not for me. So the next day I got on a flight to Manila and I haven't been anywhere since. And that's the truth. I will never leave this country legally.
Legally. So, do you stay connected with your family all over the world? And if so, how do you do that?
Yes, my older brother lives in Kentucky. He is a retired airborne soldier.
Right.
And he's had some issues with health lately.
Yeah.
He's 75. I'm 71.
Okay.
And I keep on pushing. And he's having some problems, and hopefully he's gonna pull through all that. But we've been close all our lives, my brothers and I. I have one younger brother. I have one that was a helicopter pilot in the Army, and he died like 4 years ago. But my family is close-knit. They don't like me being here, but I explained to them, I'm here because I live comfortably here. If I went to the States tomorrow, try to make a life there, wouldn't work. I mean, because the money I make, no, it's not the money, but the life I have here, I'm so comfortable.
Yeah.
I have a great family, even with the 40,000 cousins and stuff, it's fine. and I wouldn't give it up for nothing. I enjoy it. I enjoy them.
So, do you have health insurance here, or do you just pay as you go, or how do you do take care of healthcare?
Both. The VA in Manila, they take care of my major health concerns. But if I have emergencies, like, you know, for example, I have sleep apnea, anxiety, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then I pay for my own medication sometimes, but when I do that, they reimburse me.
Okay.
Takes about 4 or 5 months, but they give me back the money. But not a major problem for me because I am pretty much healthy.
Right.
So I don't have any complaints about that. But the health care for veterans here is better than even in the States for me.
Wow.
The only difference, if you need a major operation or whatever,
yeah,
they won't do it here. You have to pay yourself.
Okay.
So
Then you just go to Manila then, right?
No.
No?
My long range plan, if I get sick and need an operation, I will fly to the States.
Okay.
But so far, so good. So I have no complaints. The VA service is good, but if you're not service connected like me, then anything that you get, you have to pay.
Pay as you go, yeah.
And in general, overall, the VA program is good. It's great.
So would you say that the Filipinos people are as friendly to you as friendly as people are to you at home? Are they more friendly, less? What's the environment here?
Oh my God, I love the Philippines and I love the Philippine people. They are not only more friendly, if they want something from you, they will ask. In the US, if I was there, everybody would be trying to pick my pocket, okay? Here, it doesn't happen. The only problem that I have here is I lose like 3 cell phones a year and my wife goes nuts, but I just keep buying them. I lose it, I buy it. But compared to the US, the violence here is much less. In the US, it's this big. Here, like this. The only time I've run into a problem here is because sometimes I drink a little too much and I fall asleep in the tricycle and then I wake up the next morning and my wallet is empty, but that's okay. Because you know why? Because I am guaranteed until I die $5,000 or $6,000 a month, every month And you can't get better than that.
That's your retirement pay?
Yeah.
Wow.
Retirement pension is about $6,000.
Dollars?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Is that military?
Well, it's part military, part U.S. government.
Okay.
I worked for both. I
Okay.
retired from both.
Wow.
So I'm doing well.
That's great.
My wife is happy. I'm happy. I spend too much money according to her, but hell, she gets more of it than me, so she shouldn't complain. But she does anyway. Because if you look at this building, I became commander in December of last year.
Right.
The guy I replaced had been commander for 10 years. We have done much in the last 4 months. Me and my first vice, Jeff, than they did in 10 years.
Yeah, we stopped by yesterday and we had, Chung had some chicken here and she said it was some of the best chicken she's ever had.
Nah, I don't believe her.
No?
I'm joking.
Really good.
No, the food is good here. I mean, those girls back there, they work very, very hard. I'm trying to build this where we can get more locals in here. We need the Filipino community to know this is not a members only place. It's not. You can come in here if you're Filipino.
Oh, cool. Yeah, and the prices are reasonable here for the food and the beverage.
Yes.
And it's a nice atmosphere.
And the chicken is good too. That's all.
So Ray, what advice do you have for people that are thinking about moving to the Philippines? Anything come to mind?
Okay. If you're thinking about moving here, number one, make a connection before you come.
Right.
Number two, make sure you have an income that will subside your living, because you come here with $200 or $300 a month, you ain't gonna make it. Okay. If you're a veteran and you have service-connected disability, your chances here are much, much better. However, if you're living on a pension or a retirement pension of $200 or $300, don't even waste your time. Because I have a couple of friends that get only Social Security from the U.S.
Right.
They can't live on that.
So what would you say that a reasonable minimum for someone to move here to Subic Bay? What would you recommend?
Oh, if you get an income of like at least $2,000 a month,
right,
you can live here and have a great life.
Right.
But if you get less than $2,000, you're gonna have a rough time, because you're gonna come here with an already made family, she's gonna already have kids. And I don't care. Most of the girls say, I don't have any children, but they have like 3 or 4. So if you don't have that money to support them, then your life is not gonna be good. You can come and see me at the Legion and we can do a claim and get you some money. But if you don't come and see me, then sorry.
That's for retired vets, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you don't have to be retired. You can be like me. I was only in the Army for 3 years, but I worked for the VA for another 15 years, so I get 2 retirements plus Social Security.
Wow.
So I'm doing great, but everybody is not like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm 71. I'm probably gonna be dead in the next 4 or 5 years. So I'm living my life as I did when I was 19.
So Ray, this question I think answers itself, but are you happy?
That's a dumb question, because I'm happy, very. I met you, I met her. Can't ask for much more than that.
Life is good.
Because I'm a people person. I have always been. And what you guys are doing.
I travel all over the world and I make videos about my favorite places to retire cheap in paradise. I write reports about each of my favorite places in each country. I also teach people how to make money online by sharing information about their favorite hobby. Visit vagabondbuddha.com if you'd like to learn more about what I do.
I should be doing the same thing. But I don't have the time or patience. So, but I like what you're doing and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you and you for just meeting you. It's like,
yeah, it was fun.
So awesome. I went to your websites and I'm like, holy cow, why ain't I doing this? But I have a wife and 2 kids, and I don't think I could travel like you guys. But especially you. Panama?
Oh yeah, we've been to Panama.
I ain't never been to Panama. I've been everywhere in the world except Panama, and I don't know. My father was in the Army for 28 years, like I said. We lived in France, Germany, and everywhere. When I went into the Army, they sent me to Germany. Had a good time, but you know what I was doing? Nothing good. Doing bad stuff.
Well, Ray, it's been fun knowing you. It's been fun chatting with you. I wanted to thank you for coming on the channel.
Are
and
you
sharing your
kidding
life
me?
with us.
I will do this every time you come here.
It's a deal. It's a deal.
and I would love for you to come back again.
We will. We will.
You promise?
Promise.
You hear that?
We really like this town.
You too.
We'll be back to see you.
Don't leave 𝐬𝐎R at home. Bring her too.
Oh, she has to come. She goes everywhere.
She is so awesome. You know what? I'm like, oh my God. She's so pretty and so tall.
Thanks so much, Ray.
And you too, man. You're an awesome guy. I'm glad I met you.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Okay.
Take care, Ray. See
All
you
right.
guys later.
10-4 out.
Good. You had said that there were quite a few Americans living in the Philippines, and I can't remember what that number was. Do you remember?
Leaving?
That live here,
Oh,
anywhere in the Philippines.
in this area,
Yeah.
which I don't know about, there's like almost 70,000.
70,000.
70,000 Becks.
You mean like in Luzon?
Yeah. But if you want to go to whole Philippines,
Yeah.
there's almost 400,000 Becks here.
400,000. Wow.
Yeah.
And would you say that's mainly their holdovers from when the U.S. had a larger presence here, or would you say they're people that came after they retired? Or?
I would say people just came after they retired.
Wow.
Because if you measure the cost of living in the U.S. today
Right.
versus here,
Crazy.
no comparison.
No comparison. Hey, if you live somewhere in the world that's beautiful and cheap and you'd like to come on the channel and be a guest star and tell the public about it, please leave a comment below. Thanks so much. Hey, if you liked our video, please like, comment, or subscribe. Any of that would help our business. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Click the link in the notes below this video to get a copy of this content. Plus, grab a free copy of my ebook, How I Fired My Boss and Traveled the World for 13 Years. While you're there, check out our catalog of retired cheap reports all over the world and our hobby income course that we just released. Thanks so much.